Just want to clarify, I'm not gay. I'm from Miami, we all look like this. Go down there, see it for yourself. We all present ourselves like we have like maybe a job interview, bachelor party, night out at the club, and we only have cocaine and fruit snacks to get us through our day. Fruit snacks are stolen from someone else's lunch bag. Anyway, if you're ever in Miami, you should play one of my favorite guessing games. You go to a coffee shop at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Beautiful one walks in, and you play a fun little guessing game called Stripper or Realtor. Stripper or Realtor. Bob, for 400, I'm going to go with both. Because what else do you do with a 6-year gap in your resume, am I right? Jim, is that you? Is that your new wife? Mm-hmm. That's the stripper. Anyway, he's from LA. They have a different guessing game out there. It's called Porn Star or Pilates Instructor. It's a lot of fun. Anyway, I'm what they call like metrosexual, which I think is a weird term because I've never had sex on public transit. Like, how do you have sex on a bus? You know what I mean? Like, are you getting off here? Because I just did. You probably should too. I think there's a Planned Parenthood down the street. Anyway, but my mom was really worried because I have 2 sisters. And I'm her prettiest daughter, if I'm being honest. Healthiest hair, I have long hair, I pee sitting down, all that good stuff, you know what I mean? Like a real man's taught by his 2 sisters. I was buying tampons before condoms. And when I was 12, I was like, when am I getting my period? This is weird. Yeah. I was fighting that fight long before it became politically correct. Anyway. But my mom was really worried because when I was 12, my mom found my sister's Barbie dolls in my room. And she took all those Barbie dolls away and she bought me G.I. Joes. And it was so difficult to masturbate to G.I. Joes. I don't know what her plan was, but I think it backfired. If I'm being honest. I couldn't comb their hair, I couldn't change their outfits, nothing. And every time I tried to talk to them about my problems, they're like, look, we know and knowing is half the battle. We got to go somewhere else, you know? Much tinier, and all dudes. Did I not mention that? Anyway. Fun fact, I don't know if you guys know this, but divorce has gotten so common. Speaking of Barbie, they have a divorce Barbie. There's a divorce Barbie. She comes with all of her accessories and all of Ken's accessories. She fucking won them. She deserves them. It's incredible. So I've lived in New Orleans for a good while, but there's still like a lot of things about this city that I don't get. Are there locals here? Round of applause, locals. All visitors? Awesome. I'm the unofficial tourism board. Check it out. Everything I reference is absolutely true. Leave here and go and play Where the Fuck in the World is Carmen San Diego. I'll tell you what, she got held up. That's what it is. If anybody fucking knows where she is. She's drunk somewhere right now. Anyway. So the one thing that really confused me off the bat, I got here and there was a huge billboard in the CBD, right? And it says, learn to read. Who was that billboard for? Look, okay, I understand the intention, right? It's like, hey, did you know the library isn't just for doing drugs and sleeping? Okay, cool. There's like books in here. It's crazy. You can get all the ones you want. Three thick books will actually block 1 bullet, I think. I don't know. But like either you know what that billboard says and you probably don't fucking need it, right? Or you have no idea what those 3 shapes are and you're just like very intimidated by that. For a while, I thought Chick-fil-A billboards were only printed in this city. All right, that's a funny joke for me. Because they're all like horribly misleading. Second thing I noticed when I came out to New Orleans, I'm like, my God, a lot of people have bikes out here. I like lived in New Orleans. I'm like, a lot of people have DUIs out here. They don't give a fuck about the environment. They just like legally cannot drive. And if I ever forget how many years I've lived in New Orleans, I'm like, how many bikes have I had stolen? Okay, right, 8. Correct. I like my bikes like I like my women. So ugly, I don't have to worry about anybody taking her from me. You know what I mean? I just come in here, do a killer set, leave her outside. Guess what? I'll hang out with all you guys, go out there an hour later, she's still there right by the telephone pole. No one even looked at her. It's great. The all-white ones, they just assume that someone died while riding her. Anyway, it's a bike joke, it's funny. Now you guys have been here, you're gonna be like, I'm looking for that billboard. Oh my God, there are a lot of white bikes all over the place. Someone died on them. Okay, on the inside. Anyway, there's also like that big thing, the neutral ground. You guys are getting a free tour right here. So there's this mound of grass called the neutral ground, okay? They call it the neutral ground because it's where the Spanish and French were like, let's not fucking stab each other right here. What do you think? Let's take a break real quick. But you know it's sad when you like spend a lot of money, you buy a beautiful home in New Orleans, look across the street, and you're like, I think there's more land there, what the fuck? Now you ask yourself, why is it so huge, right? Well, do yourself a favor, cross 2 lanes in New Orleans, right? And then you're like, oh, I understand why there's this big fucking grassy field. I need to like sit down, take a nap maybe, rethink my life's decisions, call my grandma, be like, if anything happens to me, please take care of my cat. Please. Because there's drive-through daiquiri shops all over the place. So like, we're not just fans of drinking and driving. We'll charge you $12 to do it. Let's fucking do this. Now, I'm sure you've also heard about the crime out here. Okay. It's confusing, right? Because New Orleans is one of the most hospitable, kindest cities. It is Southern hospitality at its best, right? But you're like, how can it be high in crime, also have some of the nicest people? Well, those two things are directly related. You go to any restaurant, you're gonna see all these signs that say, be nice or leave. What they mean to say is, be nice or leave this fucking plane of existence. We encourage polite people. It's like, Stephen, 27, died too soon, what happened to him? Well, he was walking out of a Wendy's and somebody opened the door for him and he didn't say thank you, so they just fucking shot him dead right there, you know what I mean? It's no out here, baby. It's true. Like this, you know the crime situation is bad here, right? You get a ticket. On the back of the ticket is a job application. Go ahead, get one. It's right there. Can you imagine like that kind of advertising? Like, look, you can pay this $160 ticket, but if you work for us, employee discount. What do you think? What do you think? We'll even give you one of our cars. We got a shit ton of them left over. You want guns? Whole bunch of guns left over. Don't ask why. Don't ask why. Just pick one out. It's so bad, right? Because like, they're like, look, at Chick-fil-A you can make $16 an hour serving delicious chicken everyone loves. But what if for $2 more, what if everyone shot at you? What do you think? What do you think? At Chick-fil-A you welcome everyone with a smile, but what if for $2 more, no one in your family ever fucking talked to you anymore? What do you think? What do you think, huh? You know what's bad here? I've lived in 7 different states. I'm not running from anybody. Anyway, I'm just doing it for fun. 7 different states. In any other state, if my friend calls or texts me and says, hey man, sorry I'm running late, I got held up, I'm like, oh man, they must be busy. In New Orleans, if they're like, hey man, sorry, I got held up, you're like, they must be filling out a police report right now. Definitely. I'm telling you guys, this shit's serious. It's so bad, like if you're on a date and a girl talks about her body count, she's not talking about previous lovers. She's confessing to fucking murder. You know what I mean? It was self-defense. Don't judge me right now. New Orleans is a haunted city. I'm sure you hear that a lot. It's a haunted city. But this whole ghosting thing. You guys know what ghosting is, right? You have someone out on a date, they choke on the food, die in front of you, haunt you for the rest of your life. No, is that just me? Anyway, so the whole ghosting thing is so bad that when people ask me, hey man, do you believe in ghosts? My response is, no, I'm sure she's busy with work, you know what I mean? Like, she has a really emotionally needy dog. She says an emotional support animal, but it cries whenever she leaves. I don't know who the fuck's supporting who. Anyway, but I do want to come up with a show called Ghost Hunters. We don't look for supernatural beings. We just go to local bars trying to find out why Stacy hasn't called John back in 4 fucking days. And we expose the ghosts by opening the text messaging app to show that they read the message, guys. To show that they read the message. The dating situation out here is bad. New Orleans hates me. One of the reasons why New Orleans hates me is because I don't drink. You know, when I tell people I don't drink, they always assume that there's like a story, like me, my mom, my dad had some horrible drinking problem. There's no story, I just don't like the taste of alcohol, you know? And what's weird is you order any food out here and they're gonna drench it in mayonnaise. When I tell my friends I don't eat mayonnaise, they don't ever assume there's a story. But little do they know that I don't actually eat mayonnaise because my dad beat the fuck out of me with a mayonnaise jar all throughout my childhood. No one ever wants to talk about it, though. Not at all. I'll finish with this. It's hard because talk to a girl at a bar, but being at a bar when you don't drink is like being at a playground and you don't have a fucking kid. You know what I mean? Like, you're just sitting there, just like it's an open air with plenty of witnesses, enjoying your lunch, right? Someone comes along, kids are so cute, aren't they? Yeah, they are. So majestic. Which one's yours? None of them. Yeah, at a bar, same thing. Oh, you don't drink? You don't drink? Like, yeah, I just don't drink. Oh, that's great. That's great. Hi, is this the police? It's creeping me out. It's just like that guy at the coffee shop who just drinks coffee. No laptop, no nothing, fucking looking at people. Okay, you guys are gonna be here in an hour and a half. He's gonna be gone by then. You guys have been great. Thank you so much.
Give it up, everybody! Your opening act.